Over the past few months, I've explored some of Maryland's most beautiful lighthouses. From quiet waterfront parks to scenic overlooks high above the Chesapeake Bay, each one has had its own unique story. As I began visiting Maryland's historic lighthouses, one name kept coming up: John Donahoo. Who is he, and why is his name connected to so many Maryland lighthouses? Today, we are looking back at a few lighthouses that we visited and how I discovered the man connected to them all. Our journey begins in Havre Grace at Concord Point Lighthouse. Built in 1827, it's the second oldest lighthouse still standing in Maryland. Visitors can climb the tower, explore the Keeper's House Museum, and enjoy beautiful views where the Susquehanna River meets the Chesapeake Bay. During my visit, I learned that Concord Point was one of John Donahoo's earliest lighthouse projects. At the time, it was an interesting piece of history, but I didn't think much of it. My next stop was the beautifully restored Piney Point Lighthouse along the Potomac River. This time, I noticed more than just the name. I started to notice how similar these lighthouses were. Like Concord Point, Piney Point features a relatively short tower built to guide mariners along one of Maryland's busiest waterways. Even the climb felt familiar. The compact tower, the spiral staircase, and the lantern room that overlooks the water. With each lighthouse, I was learning a little bit more about John Donahoo. But it wasn't until I reached Point Lookout Lighthouse that everything started to come together. Located at the southern tip of Maryland, where the Potomac River meets the Chesapeake Bay, it's a place filled with maritime and Civil War history. While exploring the museum, I came across an exhibit called Donahoo's Dozen. As I looked down the list, I started recognizing lighthouse after lighthouse, places I'd already visited and others that were still on my list. That's when everything clicked. One builder, 12 Maryland lighthouses. So who was John Donahoo? John Donahoo was a Baltimore builder who helped shape the Maryland coastline in the early 1800s. As shipping increased along the Chesapeake Bay and its rivers, Maryland needed reliable lighthouses to help guide mariners safely through these busy waterways. Donahoo earned the reputation of building durable and dependable lighthouses at a reasonable cost. As a result, he became the preferred builder for many of Maryland's early lighthouses. Over the course of his career, John Donahoo built 12 of Maryland's early lighthouses, helping to shape navigation along the Chesapeake Bay and its rivers. You can still see his influence at lighthouses like Cove Point and Turkey Point. They share the same modest towers, compact climbs, spiral staircases, and lantern rooms overlooking the waterways they were built to serve. We have visited 5 of John Donahoo's 7 surviving Maryland lighthouses, so that leaves 2 more on the list. Fishing Battery Light and Pools Island Lighthouse are both still out there waiting for us to explore. And since both of these lighthouses are best seen from the water, I think it's time we find some friends that own some boats. If you have visited either one of these lighthouses, I would love to see your photos and hear about your experiences in the comments. Now that I know a little bit more about John Donahoo and his contribution to Maryland lighthouse history, now every time I go to a Maryland lighthouse and I see his name, I have a better appreciation for the story behind that lighthouse. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed joining me on this journey through Maryland lighthouse history, I would appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe for future lighthouse adventures. Up next, we are heading to Florida to explore some iconic lighthouses in the Sunshine State. And until next time, I will see you at the light.